Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Paul in the 619 with another conversation with the community. Dude, thank you guys for being here. So, dude, backstage, I got one of the homies. He is my Black Order Comic Club brother. I'm so happy to have him on the show today. Um, the thing is that I haven't been on YouTube very long, 2 or 3 years. When I started watching YouTube, this is one of the first guys I would watch. So I'm so happy to have him here. So without further ado, let me bring in the homie. This is Geek Out with Roscoe.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
What's up?
Oh man, I can't get enough of me. Oh,
pressed the button accidentally again.
what up, Paul? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you, man. Thank you
Yes,
so
most
much for
definitely.
the invite, man. I appreciate you so much.
No, dude, we met. We met in person. You know, when I went to HeroesCon this year in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, the first person that I met from the community was homie here. So it was so nice to meet you, you and your dad. I mean,
Yep,
dude,
yeah.
it kicked off HeroesCon perfectly. So thank you, man.
It was great. I was like, what is that, Paul? Paul, what?
I know. Did you know I was gonna be there?
No, I didn't. I had no idea.
Yeah, not. I think the only people that really knew were the amazing friends, the people that I hang out with on Tuesday nights. I didn't tell everybody because I didn't know if anyone cared,
No.
to be honest. But HeroesCon, uh, dude, that was a game changer. I met so many people from the community,
Yeah.
and you included, dude. That was such a good time.
Absolutely. I got to meet you and your lovely wife. You guys are so amazing. So
Thank you.
awesome. You guys, the way you treated me was just phenomenal. So it was a pleasure meeting you guys and hope to see you guys back there again, which would be really cool, hopefully in the next couple of years.
Years, yeah, 2 years, 2027. Because you
Yeah.
go every year.
Yeah. Oh, well, I have been the last this 3 years in a row. 2003, 4, 5. Yeah. Next year will be 4 years. Yep.
You feel lucky. Yeah, I have to say, um I haven't gone to like every Comic Con. I've gone to a few, and that's definitely in my top three. I mean, that was what I love about that comic con is it's comics. You know, when they say Comic Con, it's comics. It's not a big old pop culture thing. It's you know, there's so many good comic book vendors there, and you're
Yeah.
pretty much it's just them, the artists, and the writers. I mean, it's not a lot of other, you know what I mean? And dude, definitely going back. It was definitely worth flying all the way across the country too. So yeah, no, that's awesome that you get to go every year.
Yeah, well, and because I'm even closer, but I'm on the East Coast, so of course that makes it easier. But now I'm
Yeah.
only like a couple hours, so I mean it's like right there
Oh
for me.
wow.
So
Like
yeah,
for me, 2 hours is like driving from San Diego to LA. Yeah, dude, that's a quick drive.
yeah, it's like it's probably like 3 hours maybe from me, Charlotte.
Okay.
I don't know, I got to double check, but I know it's not. I mean, it's nothing crazy, like
Yeah,
where it's like, psh, yeah,
totally doable. You can, yeah, drive your own car.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. So,
So, so how did you get your screen name?
oh man, uh, well, okay, so. I started going by Roscoe, and
Yeah.
but the thing was is that I started going by Lord Roscoe. I don't know. It was like my handle at first, and I wasn't a fan really of it because then there was other like Lord and it just kind of got kind of confusing. So I was like, I got to think of something. I got to think of something, and but I don't want it to be just comic based because I'm all over the place,
Yeah.
but I'm very much into cartoons too. So I figured I need to think of something, and I was like, nerd out didn't sound right. So then I went geek out with Roscoe, meaning like, because people geek out about anything. You know what I mean? They can geek out
Yep.
about cars, they can geek out about sports, they can geek out about, you know what I mean? People geek on just about geek out about pretty much anything, So, so that's why I was like geek out with Roscoe because, like, you never know what I'm going to bring to my show or what I'm going to do. So you may geek out over it.
Nice. Well, dude, it rolls off the tongue. So, dude, it fits you perfect.
Yeah,
So,
thanks.
you're welcome. So, how did you get into comics? What are some of your earliest comic book memories?
Um, I mean, okay, so when I started collecting, like when I started like actually collecting more was probably in the 90s. But I mean, comic books and like pictures and like picture books and like comic strips and stuff
Yeah.
have been a part of my life since I can remember, because shout out to my mom, Mama Roscoe. She used to, one of her jobs was she was a babysitter. And so the thing was, is that we didn't have money. So what she would do is, we didn't live far from the library. So she'd gather everyone up and it was something that we could all do. And like, so everyone read, but I would read like Garfield and stuff like that and like comic strips,
Yeah.
and but then like, and then I saw comics and I was like, oh, that's cool. But then I guess like I went to an actual, like I saw a spinner rack and saw Spider-Man and just was like, this is pretty neat, like Hobgoblin, this is cool, like what is this? So that's when I kind of started grabbing those, here and there. And I wasn't like real avid, but I mean, like I grab it one or here or there, nothing crazy. And then so then I started getting more into it, but I guess the 90s, basically is probably, around there. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. So, who or what inspired you to do comic book content on social media?
Shout out to Rod the Rican and Greg from Bearded Comic Bro.
Oh wow.
They okay, so they did a show called Lamer Frame. And what it was a show where you would draw. You had a limited amount of time, and you had to draw and then you had to guess, or the person had to guess what it was, or it had to be noticeable of what it was, and then it was like, was it a good or was it bad, like lame or frame, like type of thing. And that was such a fun show. Shout out again, Rod the Rican. He God, that was so fun. But again, it was tough because with me, I'm my hands are arthritic, they're crippled, so things take a little bit longer for me. So that show, I'd be like, oh God, and it's so stressful, even for people who could be like, like because you're just like, oh, I got to make sure it looks decent. But it was such a fun show, and so I was like, oh, maybe I'll just, I started, that's when I started like watching more YouTube, like and
Yeah.
seeing people unbox stuff, and I was like, oh, this is neat, I'll start doing that kind of stuff. And I was like, it was like I tried to make it fresh, and it was everybody did it, so it was like, how am I setting myself apart? I'm not. I'm just another chubby, bearded, glasses wearing guy, comic book guy. So it's like that guy looks like every third guy on comic book YouTube. Like, so I'm like, so I started doing something, and then my channel started going a different route. So yeah, but
Oh, okay. So you did hint on drawing. I know you're really big on doing art yourself. And I know I've seen a lot some of your stuff, and man, dude, I've seen you like in the beginning till now, and you could tell that you have been really working on your craft. So when did the passion of like drawing like hit you? Like when did you really want to start doing that?
God. Okay, so I've been drawing ever since I could hold a crayon, but um I've always wanted to do something with art. But the thing was, uh, life takes you in different directions, life takes you different ways, and you have to just roll with what is happening.
Hmm.
And then sometimes you just make, you know, uh poor decisions or and like, it's like I should have like stayed with it, like art in school is what I went to school for, and I
Oh
didn't
wow. Okay.
finish. Yeah, so I never finished.
Hmm.
So I ended up just doing, some other stuff. Well, um, I would just doodle, I would just doodle here and there, and I would still just like that's how I would stay, I guess, active, still just drawing, but never did anything crazy. And I COVID hit, the pandemic hit, and
Yeah. Oh
that's
yeah.
kind of like how I met the YouTube community, the comic book community,
Yeah.
uh, and so I just was like, oh, maybe I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I'm not seeing anybody. What can I do? Well, let me start drawing again, right? So the first thing I drew, which was weird, was do you remember those comic universe books where they have all like the different characters and they would give them their bio, and it would give you like like it would give you the letters like A through C, and it'd be all the Marvel characters A through C. You remember those Marvel Universe comic books?
I think my grandkid has like a book with the alphabet of the superheroes, but I
Yeah,
don't know. I can't remember. Oh, you mean the one where like they show every superhero A through Z, and it's like Marvel Universe? Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Okay. So I just had randomly grabbed that. I just grabbed one of
Oh,
them. Right.
yeah.
This is so crazy. I grabbed one of them randomly, and then I just opened it up, and it was Man Thing. And I went, okay, I got to draw Man Thing. So that's what I did. I drew
Oh,
Man Thing,
that's
and
so cool.
yeah, and then that kind of sparked it. After I drew that, someone in the community was like, "Hey, will you draw on a blank cover for me?" And I went, I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't do that. That's what artists do, like, like I don't do, but I was like, yeah, sure. He's like, well, it's for charity. And I was like, sure, I'll do it. Not a problem. So
Nice.
my first blank cover is it's it's Wolverine, and it's a side shot, and it's like his face, and it's just his head, and his mouth is open yelling, and then the thing that I made it separate, like I gave him like one gold tooth, and I was like, it was pretty dope. So, um,
Nice.
so that's floating out there somewhere. That's my first like actual like sold piece type of. So
That's so
um,
cool.
Yeah, and so after like after I saw that go up for auction and people bid on it, it made me go, maybe I can, draw. And so
Nice.
and I was nowhere near, to be honest with you, when I first started 5 years ago, first started like, back into drawing to where I am now. I mean, it's crazy the like different in like how I've done like with shading and like the stuff I've just experienced with different types of pens and so like it's a different world. Even though, to be honest with you, when I was in college, I took many art courses. I mean,
Oh
like
wow.
I mean,
Mhm.
like art and design 101, like I mean, like typography. I took you name it. I basically took it. I mean, it was insane because they like when you want to when you have to get an art degree, they want you to start from like how to draw a circle, you know what I mean? To how to draw a sphere, with
Okay.
shading and everything, you know what I mean? To make it look round and like, so it's
Yeah.
nuts. Like so, but anyway, but I have learned more on my own, like doing this and learning like my own craft, as you said, like learning my style, learning like what I do and how I set myself apart, or I try to set myself apart.
Yeah.
um, and and basically, Paul, all I want to do, bro, is I just want to, at the end of the day, I just want to make people smile or laugh or just, get some kind of joy from what I'm drawing. Just because of how much pain, because of with my illness, how much pain I put into it. I just want that there have to be joy out there, so it fulfills me. But that's the thing, I just, that's why I am now so in love with doing artwork and being a cartoonist, is how fulfilling it is, even with how much I have to deal with to accomplish certain art pieces. Like 11 by 17 will take someone like, shout out Izzy, my man, Izzyverse. He could do a piece in less than 2 hours, where it would take me probably 2 months. It's just
Yeah.
that's what's crazy about how, you know, because of just how like how much pain and like when like people always go, why don't you go digital? Why don't you go digital? And I'm like, it just doesn't feel right. Like, because I've been drawing. I guess I'm old school, Paul. I don't know, bro.
No,
You know,
well, the thing with me is that, okay, so, not knocking people that do digital art. I mean, you got to do what you got to
right?
do and
Yeah,
use
yeah,
what you have, but no, I kind of like the old school. You know what I mean? The
yeah.
pen,
I mean,
you know,
it's just something that
pen,
just feels right.
pencil. Yeah, yeah. What do you like to draw?
Well, I
What are
mean,
your favorite things to draw?
cartoons mostly, but I mean, my biggest thing is I like to cross over characters, or I like to make characters into things that people have never seen, or people that want to see it but have never thought of it before. So that, like that's what I love. Like, but nowadays with AI and everything, I mean, now it's you just people just talk it into existence and it happens, where it's
I know
like,
that's nuts. AI scares me.
I mean, where now it's like, but before, here I am going and workshopping ideas and then have to draw it out and do it all myself. Where now it's like people can just be like, "Hey, just show me, boom," and then there it is, and I'm like, "All right, great," But anyway, I just I can't stand AI. Can you stand? No, no, it's good in certain places, but just don't steal art. But anyway,
Yeah,
um,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Nice. So, as far as Comic Cons, what are some Comic Cons that you have gone to?
Oh man, I've been to MegaCon a couple times.
Okay.
That's in Orlando.
Yeah.
That's chaotic, man. I've been to Heroes. Love
Okay.
Heroes.
Yes.
Um, I just was at Motor City Comic Con, which is in Michigan,
Wow.
over there,
Okay.
like Detroit. I'll probably be going there again this upcoming year, because they have family out there, so that's really cool. Um,
Nice.
Man, what else? Oh, I'm in South Carolina, so South Carolina Comic Con. It's only an hour away from me, and it's pretty decent. So
Nice.
I'll be
Cool.
going to that. And Brian LCS, he's like he's an hour away from it too. So we met there this year. So
Nice.
yeah,
What is your favorite Comic Con to go to?
Heroes easy.
Heroes. Yeah.
Heroes easy. I mean, I have not been to San Diego Comic Con, and the only reason why I say that, I know people are like, "Oh, well, it's crazy and hectic." Well, I understand. I've been to MegaCon, and believe me, that's
Yeah.
nuts. But
Yeah.
I am a huge Bob's Burgers fan. And so the thing is they usually do like the Hulu animation domination thing over there, and they have Family Guy and Bob's Burgers, and all kinds of different little cartoons and The Simpsons and everything. And I know that they do a panel and they do like a night thing, and like there's a whole Bob's Burgers experience.
Plays. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they do it up. You're
yeah.
right. If you
So
like that stuff, oh man, you'd love San Diego Comic Con. Yeah,
That's
you'd
so
love to see
that is
that.
gonna that is my that's like my goal. That is my goal is to like bring my Bob's Burgers issue number one with me over there, have them all sign it, and I get to meet them, or I mean, whatever I need to do. So
Well, the thing is, that's in my backyard. Yeah, it's just like you being over near Heroes.
yeah,
This is kind of in my backyard. I go every year. It's definitely a shit show, but it's probably the most fun you're ever gonna have.
believe it.
But yeah, no, dude, I hope you come out here, man. We can hang out.
Heck yeah,
Dude, I'm
dude,
telling
that'd
you,
be
we'll
awesome.
have a good time. Have a good time. Um, so what comic book character do you relate to the most?
Um, I'm gonna say Colossus,
Okay.
gentle giant, but just don't piss me off or mess with my family or my friends, like, or my close ones.
Yep.
So but I mean, but at the end of the day, I'm just me. I'm just a nice guy. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to be a good guy. And but like I said, but don't cross me, my family or my really close friends, because then you know
I like it. I like it. Good answer. Good answer. Um, how has social media helped you in everyday life?
Well, to be honest with you, this comic book community, what you know, is phenomenal. You find
Yeah.
some absolutely amazing people in this community.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, that the whole community's, the best. I mean, of course, there's some sour apples. Of course, but at the end of the day, I always think the good outweighs the bad,
Yeah.
and uh, I think having these friends, these people that you've met that you can trust, they talk to you, they hit you up, you interact with them, or so it's become like like a friendship. But to be honest with you, now I'm in the BOCC, and they're my brothers, and
Yeah.
so finding these
Yeah.
guys been excellent, and I just, it's going to change my everyday, because it's just having people that have my back, having people that I can trust, and also people that I can share this hobby with, which is what we're all supposed to be here for. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
is everything
Definitely.
here is supposed to be just hobby related. We're all like-minded nerds, geeks, we all have some kind of thing that we geek out about. No, but like I said, at the end of the day, every day it's just finding some good people that are good. Like some people that send you like reels or something. If someone can say something, make you laugh. You know what I mean? So that can help your day too. So
Yeah.
I just think that with social media, finding this community and building these bonds with awesome people just is a everyday game changer. So
Yeah. I totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah, dude. And dude, Roscoe. I'm so happy you're on the Black Order, and dude, we're gonna be doing some great things, man. We got a lot of good stuff lined up. So yeah, everyone, yeah, be ready for that because I am. Um, so if there is one superpower you could have, what would that superpower be?
uh, I would want to, this it's crazy because like, as you get older, you realize things,
Yeah,
and I wanna, I would love to have the ability to teleport
ooh, that's a
because,
good one. That's a good one.
what happens if your loved one or someone is not doing so well in a certain situation and you don't have time to get there or something? You know what I mean?
Yep,
Or if someone needs help, you know what I mean? And you're 4 miles away and you're not gonna be there, you know what I mean? So,
yep.
as an older, like, younger Roscoe would probably be like, "Super strength so I can beat people up." You know what I mean? Like, or invisibility because I can go in the girls' locker room, you know what I mean? Something stupid, right? But as I'm older, I'm gonna say teleport because, I could be there for someone in a blink of an eye.
Nice, dude. That's so cool. So, um,
Yeah.
do you collect anything besides comics?
I collect too much stuff, bro.
Do you really? Oh shit!
I
What do you collect?
the way I explain it is I collect whatever tickles my fancy, whatever revs my engine, man. I mean, like, to be honest with you, right here, this right here is a 1930s RCA wooden kitchen radio.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Where'd you
Yep.
find that?
It's it's a heirloom. It's been handed down from my great grandmother had it in her kitchen.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
cool. I like that.
I also have a gumball machine from the 1940s, because my
Okay.
great grandfather used to work on the gumball machines and have to trade them out into the grocery stores. So I was able to keep one. He had a whole storage full, but I didn't know. I was lucky to just have one. So I have one in my living room.
Oh
Um,
wow.
but yeah, I mean, I have stuff that I've kept from when I was a kid to, just I don't know, whatever seems cool, and I think I dig, and I mean, I liked. All right, so I'm a dollar bin diver is what I call myself, but I also
Yeah.
like looking for that deal too. If I find something like, whoa, what is that? It's like, oh, I got to get that. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Like right here too, I have this right here is it looks like a stuffed beaver. Um, it's a
Okay.
popcorn bucket from the Naked Gun movie, but I just thought it was cool to have like a beaver with my chain on it. I thought that was cool. So,
That's
so
cool.
yeah, I mean, it just depends. But I'm all over the place. But comic
Nice.
books, yes, I do collect comic books. I don't really collect too many like statues. Funko Pops, I had to slow down. I have boxes and I mean like tubs, of or like just storage bins of
Yeah.
crazy. So, yeah, I got a whole bunch of cool stuff. I don't know.
Nice. Nice. No, well, dude, the thing with me is that, the arrangement with my wife is I can't collect anything if it spills out of this room. So for me, space is limited. And another thing is my wife said she'd kill me if I picked up another hobby. So pretty much comic books is the thing.
Okay,
And then
okay. You
yeah,
collect
and
cards though, don't you?
I collect what?
Cards? Oh,
Yes.
I mean, card
I
stock,
do.
comic
I,
books.
I dabble. Yes, I dabble. Mainly teams that I like. Pretty much the home teams. Players. I like players. Certain players I like to collect. Um, I don't collect everything. I don't. I have some hockey. I have some basketball, but it's mainly baseball and football. So yeah.
Nice. Mainly
Um,
what, Padres and Cardinals?
Yeah, Padres and Arizona Cardinals. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. So, what are you reading these days?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well,
Yeah, as far
I'm
as comic
actually
books.
well, I'll tell you what I just read recently. I
Okay.
just read the Absolute Batman annual.
Oh,
Um, so
uh,
that was really Daniel Warren Johnson, man. He's awesome.
he is.
What else? I've been loving. Well, he's no longer on it, but Jason Aaron was writing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
and Juan Ferreira. I want to say, I hope I'm not saying his name wrong, but I love his artwork. Oh my gosh, it's gritty and like, but that duo on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, well, I was loving it. But now they switched the team, and I can't remember who's now on it, but I haven't read the new ones yet. But I was reading that was really good. That arc with Jason Aaron writing the Ninja Turtles, definitely check that out.
Well,
Um,
there's a guy at my LCS. His name is Zach. Big Turtles head. He loves turtles. Yeah, he said the same thing. He loved the run with Jason Aaron, and he was sad to see him go.
yeah, I know. I honestly, when I saw the news, it was like, oh, new team, and I went, what?
Why?
And then
I
it's
know
like
why.
Juan, and then like I'm on Instagram and then like Juan Ferreira, and I'm like, and it's like my last cover, and I'm like, what? What's happening? I'm like, no. I'm like this. I'm like this team like just killed it for the Turtles. I was like, this was phenomenal, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, gosh, but yeah. So and I did check out the first issue of Street Sharks. So, and
Oh
shout
wow.
out to my guy
Yeah.
Paul who got me the ash can from San Diego Comic Con, signed by
Yeah.
the
I
writer.
met the writer. She
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so awesome. She was
yeah.
so nice. Yeah. So yeah, most definitely, man.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Um, so do you have a favorite LCS?
Yeah, man.
Shout
My
them out.
favorite ABX Augusta Book Exchange in Augusta, Georgia.
Nice.
Yep.
When do you go visit them?
Oh man. Well, to be honest with you, they're one of my closest LCSs, and it's over an hour away.
Wow, hour away. So how
Yep.
many
I don't.
times do you get to go there?
I try to get there once a month. Um, but
Yeah,
it's tough, man. Tough.
hour
It's
away is that's
yeah,
ooh, that's far.
yeah. So it's you know, so yeah, it's all when I can get down there, down there, yeah, down there. So, but I try to get over there once a month if I can, But I go there with Papa Roscoe. So me and Papa Roscoe will head over there, and we'll see Paul. Shout out Paul over there. I mean, depending on what day I go, maybe we'll see Mark from Legion. Legion of Comics.
Mhm.
Yep, that's his
Oh
LCS
wow.
too.
Oh
Yeah.
damn. Awesome. Um, so who are some of your favorite comic book writers and artists?
Ooh, man. Well, I'll tell you my favorite writer, and I know people are gonna be like, "What?" But I love Scotty Young as a
Mm,
writer.
good pick.
Huh?
Yeah, I like Scullions too.
Yeah, Scotty Young writing, and then and to be honest with you, I love Scotty Young writing and Jorge Corona make a really cool, phenomenal team. Or I like Scotty Young and Humberto Ramos. They make a really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Uh,
Strange Academy was dope, man. I love
that's one
that.
of my favorites. One of my absolute favorites. But and then I'll shout out one more. Scotty Young and Kyle Stram. Did
Oh,
you read Twig?
no, I did not.
Oh man, highly recommend, brother. Highly, highly recommend. Twig
Okay.
was so much fun. Was such a fun read. But it's Scotty Young writing, and then Kyle Stram, who I actually had on an episode of my old show Between the Lines. He came on, so
Oh
he was
wow.
really awesome, and he actually did that piece up here. The theme was
Really?
80s robots. So there's like RoboCop, Transformers, Short Circuit, R2D2. He did this
Is that
whole
on
like
your IG?
yeah, yeah. Remember that's the one that I put up for the Masterpiece Monday. I put it up for the Black Order. Put up the it's a black and white picture. It's all the robots. But yeah, Kyle Stram. He uh he was awesome. Such a cool guy. But his interior artwork is stunning. And then I also got to shout out one more real quick. I
Yes,
love
please.
Daniel Warren Johnson
Oh,
and Mike Spicer together are phenomenal. And now I like how Mike Spicer is now coloring for Maria Wolf, which is I love that too. Sorry, I can keep going about artists, but sorry, my bad. But anyway,
oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
But I
Yeah,
love.
no, I'm looking at that piece right now. Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did that on the show, and then I was like, "Man, I want to buy that from you." He's like, "Just give me your address, and I'll mail it to you. You can have it." I was like, "What?" I was like, "You sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, it's all yours." I was like, "Because I love having artwork from my shows. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's really just it's a really it just gives me a real cool like a piece of the show like I can keep and so I even have a piece that I'm going to show off tonight later that I
Okay.
got
Very
myself.
cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. Um, okay, so you said Daniel Warren Johnson. Did you
Oh
meet
yeah.
him at Heroes?
Yeah, I've met him all three times at Heroes.
Oh, nice.
Oh
Well,
no, I didn't. No, I didn't see him this year. Um,
okay.
I his line. I got kicked out of his line because it
What?
was too long. Well, it was too long. Yeah, they said they cut it off, so they were like, "Sorry, but we're cutting off here. All you people got to leave." And I was like, "Okay, great." It was right in front of me. So I
Oh,
was like, "I'm like that's great," but no, I've saw him the last 2 years
it
before that.
happens. Yeah.
He's just become just massive though.
Oh, yeah. No,
Um,
no, no.
So and then of course he was next to what's his name that did Absolute Batman?
Scott
Dragotta,
Snyder?
right?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
Isn't that his name?
the
Artist.
Dragotta? Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
I think he
artist.
yeah, I think he was like right next to him too. So that line was unreal too with everyone with their Absolute Batman. So but
You're gonna laugh at me. When I was in Heroes, I didn't get any signatures. I wasn't there for signatures. I was there for something else. I was hunting books, bro. I was
hey,
hunting for books. Yeah.
that's a good place to hunt for books. So
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
see,
telling you
you know
guys,
what
if you
okay,
haven't gone, you gotta go.
what'd you say?
I was telling people if they haven't gone to HeroesCon, they gotta make the pilgrimage. It's so worth it.
It's amazing. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So you were saying so Jagoda and Daniel Warren Johnson, they were up next to each other signing?
Oh, yeah, I think he was right there by him too. So I mean, it was just a big mess of people. Just
Yeah.
so they
I
just
remember
kept
seeing the
cutting the
line.
line because there was just too many people, and so I didn't get to see him this year. But I did get him. I did get him to sign something though. I did get him to sign my. I got the Wolverine. His cover with all like the arrows in him. Wolverine
Yeah.
7 variant.
Yep.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I got him to sign that for me this year, so that was cool. But
Nice.
I'm not a big fan of how it was looking like he was just been signing all day, and he just was so I'm like, oh man, so I'm gonna bring it back next year, and I'm gonna be like, hey man, can we fix this up or I'm gonna see how that goes.
That's funny. Well, the thing is that I didn't get to catch him at that's funny. I didn't get to catch him at HeroesCon, because I didn't go there to get signatures. But I did go see him when he was in San Diego for San Diego Comic Con.
Oh, that's cool.
My LCS, they had a special signing. He was there signing, and the
Oh,
cool thing is that it was ticketed, so I guess it was close to 50 people. So if
Oh,
you had to like sign up, and after 50 people, that was it, right? So I was able to see him. He was able to sign, and yeah, he was just gracious enough to take a picture. So that was cool. So yeah, I got to
neat.
meet him. Yeah, so yeah, you met him twice. I met him that one time. Such a cool dude, so
Yeah.
talented.
Yep.
Yeah, and like you said, he's blown up. And you know what? He deserved all the good stuff because he's worked so hard for it. So yeah, yeah, well
Absolutely.
deserved. Well deserved.
Oh yeah.
Um
Yeah. Big fan.
so are there any artists or writers you haven't met that you want to meet?
Well, I mean, I still have not met the Todd father. I haven't met Todd McFarlane. That'd be
I haven't
someone I want
either.
to meet.
Yeah.
I haven't met. Well, okay. Trying to think of. Well, okay. So I haven't met Humberto Ramos, and that's someone I really want to meet. Jorge Corona is another guy I really
Yeah.
want to meet. So those two are definitely on my list because I just love their art styles. They're awesome. Um, hmm. Yeah, that's really. I mean, like I can think of right now. Like those are
Cool.
the main guys that I'm really want to focus on meeting. Oh,
Nice.
I'm
Nice.
sorry, and Eastman, Kevin Eastman is another one because duh, I'm a Turtles guy. I still haven't
Well,
met him.
yeah, well, the thing is right now, Kevin Eastman, Tom McFarlane, they're out there. They're out there trying to shake everyone's hand. They're accessible. But the thing is, people, we can't take that for granted because there might be a day where they're like, I don't want to do it anymore, and then you're like, what? Because there's times that I've gone, where I see somebody and I'll be like, next time, next time, next time. I gotta stop thinking like that because there might not be a next time. Because at one time I wanted to get Stan Lee's autograph, and I thought, you know what, next time never happened, and that's one of my regrets as a comic book collector. I've always wanted um, Stan Lee's autograph. Jack Kirby. The thing with Jack Kirby is like when I finally realized, oh, I want Jack Kirby's like autograph. He was done doing what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely people, there's a guy, got to go for it. Tom McFarlane. I'm gonna stop saying, next time. Next time he's in the area, I'm fucking whatever I have to do. I'm getting that autograph. Me and that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
I
it's too
uh
late.
I, I think he's gonna be at MegaCon and I want to try and get to MegaCon next year, but we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hope
I
you get there, man. No, dude, most definitely.
would
Hope you
love to
get
meet
there.
him though. Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be neat.
So you did touch on you were talking about your pops.
Yep.
Anyone else in your family collect comic books?
No, no. I was trying to think. My cousin, he's into, I guess, more anime than
Anime?
comic books.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I don't think anybody really is.
Your dad
Yeah.
your dad's in the comics though, right?
Yeah, basically because I am, he's
Cool.
growing to, he so it's funny because back in the days, like he took me somewhere and that's where I, started collecting, and then it's
Yeah.
funny now he's coming with me to these, we're going to these places and now I'm getting stuff and then he's like, oh, well, look at this, or look at that, and I'm like, yeah, that's neat, like so
No, that's cool that he likes to go with you. That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, he digs all the artwork though. But he's a big Frank Frazetta fan, so he
Oh,
likes the painted stuff. Like he loves the read like that art. So at Heroes they usually have like a Frazetta gallery, so that's another reason he likes going there and checking that out and stuff. So
yeah. Ooh. Got it. Um, is there any grails that you're chasing?
yes, uh, I have one major Grail. I just have not got it. Well, okay. There's 2. One is more obtainable than the
Okay.
other. But my main grail is Turtles one. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have that, but the obtainable grail that I really want to get is SpongeBob issue number one. So
Nice.
that is on my list, though. It's a grail of mine, is because I'm a really big SpongeBob Patrick, fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's actually a book I collect. I collect SpongeBob comics as well. So
Oh wow. That's cool.
yeah,
That's good to know. It's good to
oh
know.
yeah,
Good.
yeah. But yeah, those are
So
my two, I guess that. But I mean, but I do want like first appearance of Juggernaut, and also I want giant size X-Men first Colossus. Those are my like big two, if you want to know. That's from the big two. Or those so
nice. Nice. So do you consider yourself a Marvel or DC fan?
Marvel.
Marvel. Nice.
Yeah, that's why the two I just picked were Marvel books. I didn't,
Marvel.
I don't really. I mean, I don't really. I mean, I guess the only my if I had to pick a DC Grail that I want to grab would probably be first appearance of Bane, um,
Okay.
or one that I really. Okay, so I'm not a big Aquaman fan at all, but Black Manta is pretty freaking dope.
Oh, he
He's
is.
really
He
cool,
is.
but issue number 42 of Aquaman, which is I think the second appearance of the Black Manta. I want to say I think it's the second or third. I think it's somewhere in there. But the cover just screams to me because I don't know what it is, but I love the cover so much. And it's Black Manta holding up Aquaman over his head, and he's on this giant rock. Shout out John's Comics with Friends just shared it the other day on his IG. But yeah, issue number 42. I don't know what it is, but that's a DC book that I don't know. I want so badly. And like, I don't know, but it's just not, it's not a cheap book because I want it to be, because it's got vibrant colors. So I want to keep it, I know this, I don't want to sound like a comic snob, but to be honest with you, I just wanted to have it vibrant enough where the colors that are like that show really give it that, you know,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
that
Yeah.
what it
That's what
deserves,
attracts it to you. That's what attracts you to that book.
Yeah. So
Nice. Okay. So few more questions, and then I'm gonna ask you if there's anything you want to show. Right. So are there any comics or is there any comics that you traded or sold that you regret?
yeah, one, I sold it because I sold it because we needed money because what happened is
Yeah.
my house got destroyed from a hurricane, from a couple hurricanes, but uh, it forced us
What?
to move out of state. So I had to move from Florida to South Carolina. So that's a reason why I was away from YouTube, was because I was dealing with a lot of life things. Anyway, so I had to sell, I had to sell like 2/3 of my collection, almost 2/3 of
Wow.
my collection to get money for us to move and get the moving truck and do this and get a new place. So one of the books I sold, and I'm like, oh man, I really wish I would have just held on to that one maybe. But it was first appearance of Lobo,
Oh yeah.
Omega Men 3 and a 9.8,
Oh.
graded CGC 9.8.
Oh.
But it's okay. I have one. But it's a 9.4 and signed by Kiffin. So
Oh, dude, you guys signed one. That's awesome.
yeah. Yeah, it's
Okay.
signed by Giffen. Signed by Keith Giffen. Oh, it's a thing, but yeah, Giffen signed it. Yeah, so that's why I was like, okay, I can let go. But it was nice, 9.8 copy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
nice to have that. But that, I mean, like, I really everything else that I've sold was like, yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe there's one art piece that to be honest with you, that I kind of wish I I mean, it's not like I didn't wish I didn't sell it, because the person who has it is a huge Spawn fan, and I'm glad he has it. But
Cool.
I loved it, and I want to redraw it, but I did Violator, and I
Uh,
did Violator as a Scotty Young homage of
yeah,
like when the Venom one where Venom's licking the lollipop, the Spider-Man lollipop.
yeah.
It's Scotty Young did that, so I did one where Violator has his tongue and it's wrapped around a
Spawn.
spawn lollipop. So, and I was just like, he was like, "How much for that?" And I told him an amount like that. I was just like, "He's never gonna buy that." And he went, "All right, what do you want, PayPal?" And I went, "Dang, he bought it!" Like, so I was like, I'm kind of happy that he's had, but it was just like it was such a cool piece, you know. But anyway,
So I'm gonna highlight you right now, and I'm just gonna have you show me some stuff in your collection.
okay,
Yeah,
all
go
right,
for
I'll
it.
show you. Okay, what should I show you? You know, all right,
Show
how
me
about this
whatever
one?
you want, man.
All right,
It's
so
all
this is probably
yeah.
the oldest. This is the oldest book in my collection, and it's a Winnie the Pooh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's it's gonna have my name there, but it's 1986.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so this is the oldest book that's in my collection. It's been with me through thick and thin. It's nutso.
That's
But
awesome, man.
anyway, so that's my oldest book,
Very cool.
and then I'll show you my first. I'll show you my first comic book in my collection. Shout
Okay.
out to Mama Roscoe again, my mom. Um, this is Captain
Captain America.
America meets the asthma monster,
Oh,
and
what?
uh, and if you look at the top,
It's from your American.
compliments of your physician,
Yeah.
right? So
Let's
this
go.
was it. This was at my doctor's office, and my mom was just like, "That's all right, just take it. We can." He has plenty of them. He didn't. It was the only one, but I ended up. My mom just put it in her purse, and this was my first comic book, and I've had it. I've had it forever.
That's
Look
awesome,
at on the
man.
back here. Look at on the back here. It's all about
Oh
collecting
wow.
comics.
Oh
It's
wow.
neat.
That is super neat.
Yeah. So those things I've had forever. And it goes, and
That's
it's
so
funny.
cool.
This thing is probably worth nothing. It's probably like $2, but to me, it goes in a top loader because of how much I love
That's
it.
right. Yeah, no.
All right. So from my childhood, does anybody remember these guys?
Oh wow, Disney Adventures.
Disney's
Wow,
Disney
is that
Adventures?
sealed or is it just in a bag?
No, I just put it in there, so it's
Okay.
yeah. No, they never came sealed. They were like at the front of like your grocery store. But anyway, so this Michael Jordan one is actually pretty pricey. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
because it's the first appearance of this guy.
Darkwing Duck.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
that's
a
so cool.
9.8,
Love it.
and it's a newsie, baby.
Let's
Try
go.
and look up this book, and you tell me what it goes for. Very hard, very hard book to find. But um, yeah, shout out
Wow, and you got it at 9.8. Congratulations.
Yeah, my guy, comic book chiropractor, he put that, he got that for me, or not he didn't get that for. I mean, he made it a 9.8 somehow. Um,
He pressed and cleaned it.
yes, he did. He sure did.
Nice.
All right, here we go. This is, I was saying this earlier, but I love this series, so I got two of them.
All
Bob's
burgers.
Burgers, issue number 1. Love it. Um, not graded yet. Like I said, I probably want to get them signed. Uh, I'm a huge fan of The Office.
Love it.
And this was I met the creator, who's Tone Rodriguez,
Oh wow, nice.
who does the stuff for Farrell and all that.
Very cool.
Um, oh, here we go. We were just talking about this earlier. Twig. I love Twig. It's signed by Scotty and by Kyle um, Kyle Stram. Oh my god, I blanked for a second.
Cool.
So
Very
double
cool.
signed. Love that book. Um,
Is that an
let's see.
ongoing series or did it end?
No, it ended. It was only 6 issues.
6 issues. Okay.
Yeah. Um. Okay, so I like to collect. All right, so I like to collect. Well, I like signatures. This is a Clayton Crane. It's called a murder signature. Isn't that
Yeah.
one of the cleanest signatures you've ever seen?
Oh my God. Yeah. Nah, that guy's next level. That guy's
Yeah.
incredible.
So this
I've
was the
seen.
first. Found out this is the first time he incorporated red and black into a murder signature. So that's really cool to have that. Um,
So a lot of his stuff's it's painted, right? His stuff is painted.
no, he uses like paint markers, I think.
Paint markers. Okay.
Yeah. Um, oh, so I like to also collect weird stuff. I know that's going to sound weird, but I like to. So this is Urban
Mhm.
Legends,
Oh wow.
signed by Art Adams. And probably everyone's like, why is that signed by Art Adams? Well, in this issue, the first appearance of when Godzilla and King Kong fight is in this freaking comic book, and Art Adams draws it. Like
Oh
it's
wow.
insane. This is like something that people have no idea exists, and and I just love it because the guy's eating a fried rat,
Three
batter
signed it.
fried rat. Isn't that funny?
That is
So, like I
funny.
said, signed weird books. Here's another weird one, just to show you how weird I am. But this is a free comic that Kmart gave out for Taz's 40th birthday.
Oh, that's
And you
cool.
can win a trip to Australia, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so
Um,
cool.
I have to shout this out. Comics Curing Cancer. This is my
I'm
first
skin
published
cancer.
artwork was in this book.
Yeah.
So shout out to the guys over there.
Yeah.
Um, oh, I mentioned this earlier. I love artwork that was done on my show. Uh, I had Fox Lang on my show, and he works for Garbage Pail Kids, and he did
Wow.
this cover. Yep, and this is the back.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's so good.
yeah. It was on Between the Lines.
That's funny.
Isn't that dope, though?
So good.
Yep.
So
So he
good.
was awesome. Um, Another thing from the community. Shout out to my guy Freaky Louie. Uh, he
Yeah.
made this. He made this entire comic book. Um, it's a very limited. I think there's only 5 in existence, maybe, but very limited. Um, and then this one I have to show off. When I first got in this community, I met some people, and there's some some older guys that I met as well, and they were really cool comic book collectors, real nice guys. One of the guys, shout out, his name was Joey. Um, uh, you know, he had a bum ticker, and he just didn't have many friends, and so the thing was is that during COVID, I really didn't go anywhere or anything, so I'd always would talk to him, and and we had a good relationship, real nice guy, and my artwork, he loved my artwork, and he inspired him to do stuff. So he did this. Um,
Wow.
he
Real
sent
good.
this to me, uh, because I inspired him to try and do artwork himself, and I was like, this is so cool. Um, Joey passed away coming on 2 years now. Um, so it was heartbreaking. But I have something to him forever in my personal collection. So you know that was
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks for
yeah.
showing
So
up. Thank you so
yeah,
much. Wow.
yeah. And then I just got 2 more things real quick. Um, like I said, I'm a huge Scotty Young fan. I met Scotty at Heroes. Well, I met him in 2003. Real quick story. I met him in 2003 in Philly. And then 20 years later, I met him at Heroes in 2023. That was his first signature,
Really?
and it just said Scotty. 20 years later, and there it is.
Wow.
Yep, same
Wow.
book. I held this book for 20 years. So, yep, he was such a cool. Oh man,
Dude,
he's literally one of my favorites of all time. He is
nice.
probably one of the most inspiring artists. He's probably the one that's made me go because he's a cartoonist. Is kind of like is what he says, and that's what kind of made me just go. Well, I'm not really just like an artist. I'm a cartoonist. So, but and in my last book, real quick, I also met Rick Parker, who did this awesome remark which will be featured on a future Monday masterpiece. But there he is, Rick Parker. But oh man, he went all out. I actually have a video of him doing this on my YouTube, Geek Out with Roscoe. Check it out, HeroesCon. Paul's in there too. So
That's
um,
awesome.
so those are all the comic books, or I wanted to show. But I
Very
also have
cool.
artwork. I'm a cartoonist, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to show a couple things off. Is that okay?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Of course. The stage
All
is
right.
yours.
So I'll show off this one. This is a gunslinger spawn I just did recently.
I want it. I
So I
want
got
that.
that one. I did the gunslinger spawn. I'm currently working on the background of uh, of this underdog 181
That's so
homage.
good. That is so good.
Yep. So currently working on that. I love this. This is one of my favorite crossovers so far, and it's Cookie Monster with Beast from X-Men. And it just I don't know. I love the crossover so far. It's so much fun. That's
Back
like I
part to
said.
it too.
What's up, bro?
Isn't there a back cover? Did you put something on the back of the cover?
I haven't done it. I'm still working on it, but that's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on yeah, Elmo coming in as Cyclops, walking in on him. So
I love it. So cool.
um
I love it.
yeah, and like I said, I love doing the crossover thing. So this is what I did on my show, Drawn to You. Monday, every other Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check me out over there, Geek Out with Roscoe. And I do
Man.
fun stuff like Dexter as Rod Gar Rod, as
Al
Guy
Jordan? Oh,
Guy
Guy
Gardner.
Gardner. Guy
My bad.
Gardner. No, that was
Jeez.
good.
Yep. So yeah. So catch me doing fun stuff like that. I also, and like I said, I love the whole mashup stuff. So here's one of my favorites. I call it Rafi Elvis.
Oh, dude, that's so good. So
You
good.
like all the pizza toppings as the
Yeah.
stones?
I love
Yeah.
it. That's so
Rafi
good.
Elvis. And then I also have oh, here's a fun one. This one is Doug Pool. Remember Doug?
I do. Yeah, my
Mm,
son, he watched that show.
yeah. Doug Pool.
Yeah.
Um, Rocco's Modern Life as Ninja
Oh,
Turtles.
wow. Too good. Jeez.
Um, like I said, I'm a big Bob's Burgers guy, so we're gonna go out with Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
We did Bob as Omni Man fighting a mustard monster.
Yeah, Invincible. So dope.
Oh, I got one other one here. I have Krusty the Clown. My bad, as Pennywise.
Oh, wow. That's so good.
Yep. Y'all know Doctor Von Hoop?
That's
That's him.
so dope. Good
uh,
stuff.
Tina and
Oh,
Jimmy
wow. Bob's
Jr.
Burgers.
Yep. Like I said, Bob's Burgers is my jam. So here's more. This one, look at how much this one took me a lot of time. You see all the scratches? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that
Wow, the
took me a
staining.
long, long time. That was fun though. Um,
Very nice.
I'll show you what. I'll show. Okay, I'll show you the Jersey Devil, and then I'll end with a funny one. So this one I just did.
Oh wow.
It's the Jersey Devil.
Jeez.
So,
That's
and
dope.
then we'll laugh. We'll end with a laugh. Damn it, Bobby! Does anyone remember King of the Hill? Well, how about Hank Hogan Hill?
Shit. That's so
I
good.
am a real. Look at the
Wow.
propane tank in the heart.
Okay. That's so
So
good.
yeah, so that's some of the
Very
stuff. That's what I
original.
do. So
I
oh,
love
and
it.
I also do cards too.
Let me see.
If you ever want to check these out, this is just to give you an example. There's Devil
Nice.
Flanders from The Simpsons. So yeah, so I do cards too.
Very cool.
Appreciate you,
Well,
Paul. Thank you
Roscoe.
so much for letting me show
Oh,
off
dude.
everything in my collection. No.
Okay. Couple more questions. Couple more
Oh,
questions. And then we're gonna wrap this up.
cool, man.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years in the hobby?
Um, to be honest with you, I hope to my show is successful.
Okay.
And by success, and I don't mean successful as in I'm making money from it. I mean that I want there to be more people viewing it, and I want more people to be interacting with it. Like I did with my old show, Between the Lines. My new show again is called Drawn to You. Um, I just think it's a fun show, and it's not just for the people that are on the panel. It's for anyone and everyone who wants to be part of it. And that's the thing. It's a community show. I want people to ask questions from home because I don't want people to be like, well, I can't draw, you know. And it's like, to be honest with you, we're not looking for a Picasso. We're not looking for the Da Vinci. You know, we're not looking for an Alex Ross here. You know, I mean, we are just looking for people to have fun. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
all we're looking for you to have. So that's
Love it.
why even if you don't feel like drawing from home, ask a fun question, a silly question. You know, because it's not a serious interview show. You know, it's a fun where me. If no one knows, I'm sorry. My show is Drawn to You. I have a guest come on, me and my guest. We draw the topic that they pick, and then my co-host, which is Phil from Phil's Treehouse, he will gather questions from the chat, and we will also ask questions ourselves. And then what happens is people from home, they draw the topic as well. They send it in. We show everyone's artwork at the end. We call it the community sketchbook. We show everyone's artwork, and I show what I did, and the guest shows what they did, and that's the show. But like I said, if you don't feel like drawing, ask a fun question, you know. And if you don't want to ask a question, then draw some fun. You know what I mean? So it's just like I
Yeah.
said, that's the success I want from that show. But I also want, I would love to be like selling prints, you know, and like getting my name out there more, you know. So I think in 5 years from now, I'd hope to be uh, a little more on people's radars, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Most
So
definitely, dude. I like that.
yeah, so that's what but yeah, that's what I see.
Cool. Good answer. Um, so what are some of your favorite um things about collecting comics?
Nostalgia. Nostalgia, that's basically like 70% of my collection is nostalgia. It is because like I said, I'm a big cartoon nut, fanatic. So, I collect Simpsons, I collect SpongeBob, I collect Darkwing Duck, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. There's Cartoon Network books, there's Nickelodeon books like Rocco's Modern Life and Ren and Stimpy. So I have a lot of these cartoon books, and so nostalgia is basically nostalgia. I'm also a variant head. I also like variants, but I've cooled it within the last few years because my first couple of years of collecting, man, you would have thought I was making money by buying these covers as much as I was, you know what I mean? Jeez, I was like, oh my, but anyway, Yeah, but I'm a variant head. I like variants. But like again, nostalgia is basically runs my collection. Nostalgia. Yeah. Yep.
So what is it about the nostalgia that you want so bad?
It just it makes I guess it makes me feel closer to a time of adolescence, a time before,
Yeah.
shit went down in your life, I mean,
Mhm.
so but also, it's funny. Um I'm also getting things that I could not get as a child.
Yeah.
Things that I couldn't either, I mean, I did not grow up with money at all. I mean, I still don't have money, but but again, it's you know, I'm getting stuff now. I mean, now, it's funny because it's like before I thought it was a lot of money. Now it's like now it's a nostalgia thing. So now it's like, oh my God, now it's like I should have just bought it then. I would have been fine. No. But but yeah, I guess it also is like a thing where it's like, yeah, I finally got it. Like it's mine now, and then it's
Yeah.
like, and I'll just put it here on this shelf. Okay, see ya. Like, and it's ridiculous, but at the same time, it's so satisfying. Like, yeah, because all right,
You know,
I'm gonna show you something I just got recently that I couldn't get as a kid, and I wanted one,
all right, I want to see this.
and so now I come into my room and I look at it and I'll stare at it for a little bit just because I go, I have one of these now. So this is
Oh,
I
the
got an
Street Shark.
actual Street Shark puppet. Those puppets. Rah.
Oh.
So
Dude, isn't
yeah,
it cool? Isn't it cool to be an adult with adult money?
yeah, yes, it is.
You can buy shit like that.
I know,
I'm
right?
glad
I'm
you
like,
have that.
so he's my new little baby now. So it's him and the beaver. They fight now. They the beaver over here. He gets a little jealous now. At first, he was the fan
The
favorite.
baby, now they got a new baby.
That's right. Yeah, but it's,
That's amazing.
his
Dude,
little hands too. He's got little hands. So
that's
yeah,
awesome.
my new little favorite thing
All
in the
right.
world.
So you already plugged your show. Did you want to is there something else you want to plug, or do you want to plug the show again? Is there any shout outs you want to do before we get out of here?
Yes, my show. My show is drawn to you. I was looking for my thing and I couldn't find it. Um, I have a little. Of course, I don't know where it's at now. Technical difficulties. Give me one second.
It's all good.
Uh, huh. Oh well. I have no idea what to do with it. But anyway, I have a sign. It said, okay. Anyway, yes. Okay, yes. Yes, Paul. um, I would love. Yes. No, my show is. I drawn to you. Was just this Monday. Well, I don't know when you're airing this, but okay. Drawn to you is every other Monday. We just had one of your amazing friends on. We just had Vogs. Vogs was
Yeah.
just on, and
Yes.
that's where I did that Dexter piece. So,
Oh, he had a
um,
good time too. He had a lot of fun.
oh
He
yeah,
was saying,
Vogs is a great guy. Yeah,
yeah,
love that guy.
yeah,
But
he's a homie.
yeah. So, but it's Monday, every other Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and hang out. If you like to draw, please send it to our Instagram, which is drawn to you art stream. That's on Instagram. Um, Send it there, or just have fun. Come into chat, ask questions. And then the week that we do not have drawn to you, I do Roscoe's Late Night Addiction on Tuesday nights after Paul and his amazing friends. I go on at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I just have a fun little hangout show. And I'm trying to structure it a little bit more. Like I want to have some questions laid out and stuff. Like I did when I first started that show, and then I kind of got away from me because everyone just started coming in, and it was just a big like hangout. So I want to get
Yeah.
back to that whole I want to see what people think of certain things, and so that show will have a little more structure, but it's just a fun little hangout show. Boggs is usually there. And Phil, again, shout out my guy Phil. Phil's
Oh,
Treehouse, awesome guy.
oh,
Love
Phil.
that guy. He's there usually all the time too. So
Very cool.
Other than that, keep an eye out for my artwork. I'm a fun cartoonist, and look out for big things with me and the BOCC, man.
Let's go. Well, Roscoe, dude, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking out the time for letting me to interview you. You're on my short list, bro, and I'm so happy that you're here. This will probably be played in January in
Oh,
2026.
oh,
So everyone, look out for this interview with myself and Roscoe. Everybody, thank you for your continued support. Definitely support this guy. He's one of the dopest dudes in the community, and he's well deserved. Yeah, man, Roscoe, thank you so much. Everyone, take it easy. Have a good one.